welcome. Well, you're at home with Jim and Joy, and you are an important part of our EWTN family. And we're so delighted that you've welcomed us into your home. We would love to hear from you. Send us an email with a question or a comment to jimandjoy@ewtn.com. Well, on Wednesday's show, we had Mike and Alicia Hernon on, and they are an outstanding couple, family, parents, grandparents. They're co-founders of a beautiful project called the Messy Family Project. You could go to their great website, and when I tell you it's great, there's resources for you. You could plug in, you could get help, you can say, hey, I'm not alone in this. So go to their great website, it's messyfamilyproject.org.
And one of the things they shared last time in the midst of this pandemic, that they had a date night and 700, I think they said 700 couples participated in it. And I thought, wow, what a great technology, and they're really using it well. The other point is perhaps more important. You know, you can have great technology, but nobody comes to it. They had how many couples?
700 couples.
700 couples to come, so they got to have something.
Yes.
And these people just don't do that to do that. You said resources. I think they have kind of like, they've written some guides, they have other resources, and they really speak about, you know, building that couple up, how to build yourselves up, how to understand your own unique person in the midst of caring for children. They have discipline of children and the rearing of children. They don't know much about that. They only have 10 kids and 4 grandkids, but anyway. And I love that it's messy, because they really seem very together and ordered and so on, but I think they put the messy in there for a reason, that they understand messy.
Well, I think the deal is that's real. You know, we all have this illusion of when we get married, what our marriage is going to look like, or what our family is going to look like, how our children are going to be. And then you get put on the runway, and guess what? It could all fall apart in a New York minute, right? And it's just like, hey, who are you, right? And why aren't these kids? Why am I so exhausted? Why isn't this, where is this, you know, utopia I thought that was going to come to me?
Yeah, it
doesn't work that way. It gets messy.
Illusions are shattered, and that's what burnout is about. You know, you can get burned out really quick as a parent or as a married couple, because you have these ideas, but they're really illusions, and they have to be shattered so that God, maybe not shattered, but so that God can give you what really is real. It's messyfamilyproject.org. Go to the website, plenty of information there. And you just be assured, in the midst of this pandemic, in the midst of this culture at this time, life, marriage, and the family will prevail. We'll be right back. There's plenty more to come. Please don't go away.
Welcome back. Well, you are at home with Jim and Joy, and today we have on again Mike and Alicia Hernon, co-founders of a great ministry called the Messy Family Project. You can go to their website, messyfamilyproject.org. Well, we were on Wednesday, and you did such a great job. And, you know, Mike, you used to be on another show out of Steubenville. Tell our family, because they're saying, wait a minute, maybe I might recognize him. Tell them what you did, and then how the both of you started the Messy Family Project.
Yes, so I was a vice president at Franciscan University in Steubenville, Ohio, where we still live. And I was the host of Franciscan University Presents. Father Mike Scanlon asked me to take over as the host of the show with Scott Hahn and Regis Martin to take over after you left. But now Father Dave Pavanka is the host, the president of Franciscan. Great man, love the university, and love being here. But it really was a number of young couples who had been coming to us, most of them from Alicia's family, siblings, younger siblings, who really prompted us and saying, you are sharing so much wisdom to us. You guys really need to do a podcast. And then we kind of just took one step out of the boat and started this podcast.
And then it really exploded and turned into a full-time ministry 2 years ago. So this now is what we do full-time, serving families. That's where our heart has been for years and years, and now we are able to do it just with our whole lives. Yeah.
How does the podcast work? People subscribe to it. They find it on your website. You got like 20,000
Yes.
people that are involved. Is it that simple? They just go to it and become a part?
So they can go to our website, messyfamilyproject.org, or on iTunes, on their any Android or Apple phone, smartphone, anywhere you can get a podcast. And we have a little over 20,000 people downloading it every month. But we have 130 topics, everything from anger in parenting to keeping your love alive in your marriage to parenting during a crisis.
And actually, the best way people can keep in touch with us, if you go to the website, you can sign up for our newsletter. And then every month we would send, this is our latest podcast, these are the latest things we're offering. But signing up for the newsletter is a really easy way to keep in touch with us. But the website has all of our resources right there, free for all families. We want to make everything free and available for whoever needs it.
Well, Mike and Alicia, going to your website has just been a joy. It's so clear and you can navigate it so well. And you have several different areas like transforming your parenting, growing a family culture, and marriage strengthening. I wanted to start with marriage strengthening because it seems to me if that isn't, that Bible verse that says, be at one with your wife, lest your prayers be hindered. That's when we're married 43 years now. And when we're out of sync, and I was even in the ministry as a Protestant minister, and I got that one. If we're not in sync, everything else I'm doing out here, or if we're doing the Jim and Joy show and we're doing whatever, that isn't real here, doesn't mean it's perfect, but real here, we don't have a prayer.
Amen.
So I'm just wondering about the strengthening of marriages, because that would lead to transforming your parenting, growing a family culture. What do you deal with in that? Where do you start with that, or what are the key components to strengthen your marriage?
Yes, I think this is crucial. You hit the nail on the head with this because the theme of our date night was stronger together, and marriage is the foundation of whether it be your discipline, your family culture, everything else in your household. And one of the resources that we have right on the front of our website, when you click on that circle button that says strengthen your marriage, we have a free kind of a mini course on marriage. And it's 3 weeks of some information and insights that we try to talk about communication. We talk about how to strengthen that unity between you. We give discussion guides, as well as even some little talks on how to grow in your marriage and really revive that. Because as you said, that's the foundation for everything. And the grace to be a parent comes from your marriage. And it flows out from there. And it's every marriage is a family, and we need to know that that's the center of the family is Christ, and that grace flows through your marriage.
And after every podcast, after every event that we do, really our goal is not just that people sit there and let this information wash over them, but that it starts a conversation between the spouses, that they can digest the things we're saying, so they don't have to parent the Hernon way, They need to parent their way.
Yes.
God will give every couple the grace that they need to lead their family and to create that family culture that's so integral to strengthening our church.
Well, you talked about family culture. Tell our family what it is to have a family culture. Obviously, we all have a culture. Is it a toxic culture? Is it a vibrating culture? Is it, healthy? What do we need to do as parents to make a beautiful, virtuous, character-filled culture? What do we do?
Right. So first of all, I think the key is that we need to be intentional because like you said, every family has a culture, good or bad. It's really what is your culture communicating to the members of the family. And so I think that we talk about 5 elements of family culture in our podcast. But again, like Mike said about the little mini course on strengthening marriage, we also have a mini course on growing your family culture. And we talk about the 5 elements of family culture, starting with the spiritual life of your home and then your marriage. And these all need to be in priority. You need to take care of one thing after the other. So your spiritual life of your home, marriage, then relationships with your children, developing the giftedness of your children, and then the family operations, like chores and getting everybody dressed and educated and, all of those kinds of things. But you need to concentrate on strengthening each element of those of your family culture in order in that way. So you can have a family culture that is really integrated and communicating our Catholic faith and the gifts of our faith to our children, because that is our responsibility as parents.
And ultimately, what we're talking about in a family culture are the traditions. You know, what's the peer pressure, if you will, within your home.
Yeah.
You know, what are you sending? And one of the foundations, obviously, of your family culture is the spiritual life of the home. And we encourage, although every family can pray in a different way, we really have encouraged the rosary. And so we actually had a listener and a benefactor step up and actually invite us to create a family rosary app. So we created a little app, family rosary app, that anybody can download, obviously for free, to help encourage praying the rosary.
Right.
You know, looking at your family culture, saying, could this be a part of our family culture? We've made it really simple. All you hit is play, and you can just join our family, little guys as well as up into you know, the 20-somethings, praying the rosary, a scriptural rosary as a family together.
So they're actually seeing you pray the rosary. You know, I somebody taught me some time back in terms of the way of discipleship is that you've got to be able to communicate something, share what it is. You need to model something, and then you need to hand it over to others and kind of help them along the way. So it has both teaching as well as praying the rosary together and modeling that.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, and a lot of what we're trying to do through this ministry is to kind of draw back the curtain of what does a Catholic family look like? You know, we have a lot of listeners contact us and they say, you know what, neither my spouse or I grew up in a vibrant Catholic family. We don't know how to do this. And so that's why we call it the Messy Family Project, because we don't want to communicate that this is, you know, this picture, holy card, perfect image that people then feel is unattainable, because that's not what God asks. God makes everything attainable step by step with his grace. And so we just want to say, hey, these are the things that we do. You know, this is what your family can look like. Yeah, like you said, it's not going to be perfect all the time, but it can be fun. You're intentional, and you keep walking forward, and God is there with you.
Well, there's such wisdom in that, you know, that it really is a process. Sanctification is a process.
Yes.
And you fall down and you get back up. And once you understand that, the older you get, like I feel like I'm getting older. Joy's not getting older, but I'm getting older. And it's kind of like, I thought I learned that. Haven't I been here before? Or like, how long? And I really do feel like the Lord kind of assuring me, like, this is your lot in life. And you just keep walking, and I'm patient with you, more patient than you are with yourself. And it's interesting that Jesus seemed like he called his disciples on numerous occasions to follow him. I was always fascinated by that. I said, didn't Jesus ask them to follow them here? And they said yes. Like, why does he keep asking that? You know, come and follow me, deny yourself and follow me. He does it again and again and again. And Peter's always saying yes and yes, and then Peter falls so terribly, and then he calls him again. Will you follow me now? Will you follow me now? And I guess that's a part of the teaching of building, you know, a couple marriage and a family culture, is to say that you got to renew that commitment. You got to re-up.
Right.
In your marriage and in your family again and again.
I think one of the things that you two shared so beautifully was everything, like, this is work. This is intentional. It can be fun, it can be beautiful, but it has to be created. It's not going to happen by an accident. You know what I mean? Chaos will happen by intentionally happen too. You know what I mean? And so, and I think the illusion is like, you know, when we get married and we have this idealistic thing of what it's going to be, and then when we find out, oh, I got to work at this. I have to work at dying to myself and living for the other. And you know what I mean? And it's refreshing to hear that. So how do we become these people? Well, we become these people by dying to ourselves and choosing Jesus in our marriage and in our relationship with our children. And I think that you two are, I think what you bring to the church is how real it all can be. This all really can happen, but you've got to intentionally work it, and you offer outstanding resources.
Yeah, we just want to make it very practical.
Yeah.
Yes.
In Familiaris Consortio, John Paul says, family become what you are.
Yes.
And I think he says that because family life is a path to holiness. You don't need to go looking for holiness, you know, all over the place.
Right.
You can be holy in your own home. Yeah. And the Holy Father knew that when he exhorted families, look at this vocation. You know, this vocation is a path to holiness by being a better father, mother, sister, brother, aunt, uncle, grandparent. Yeah. This is how God is choosing to make you holy.
Yeah.
And we need, you know, we can't do that fully to ourselves. We need help outside of ourselves to say,
That's right.
this is who you are. And so that's what I'm supposed to be doing for Joy. And she's supposed to be doing that for me. And parents are supposed to be doing that for their children, so that we're taking the essence of their being out, which they really can't see very well, and to pull that out from them and say, this is who you are, you know, and to kiss it, to put it back and say, be at home. You're not living at your address. This is who you are. And I think that's what your ministry offers. What do you see for the future of your ministry, and how is that fitting in with what you think God is doing in the church and in the world today?
Yeah, I really believe this is the age of the family.
Yes.
We really see this as an opportunity. If we want to strengthen the world, we want to strengthen the church, we need to renew the family. And by recognizing that this is the primordial place where it all begins, spiritually as well as physically, this is where life is going to come forth from. And so we have found that in the young couples that are coming to us, the 80% of our listeners and people who connect with us are between the ages of 25 and 45. And they're in the midst of trying to raise a family, and they feel like they can't do it. And our hope is that we make it a little bit simpler for them, make their job a little bit easier. But it is by strengthening these families that we're really going to transform the culture. And we talked about family culture in the last part of this. We really believe this is the secret weapon. When we look at the secular culture, it's how are we going to create an identity for our own family, bind our children together to almost inoculate them to the secular culture at large, and actually become very evangelistic by the fact that we're focusing on the basics, focusing on what we have, because what is the church? The church is a family of families.
Right.
And so by strengthening our family, we are going to help renew the church and transform the world.
Mike, Alicia, thank you so much for being with us. Thank you for the work of messyfamilyproject.org. Thank you for your part in renewing life, marriage, and the family. God bless you. God bless all of your loved ones. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jim and Joy.
Thanks, Jim and Joy.
We're going to take a break at this point, but there's plenty more to come. We'll be right back. Please don't go away.
Welcome back. Well, Father John Paul, he is with us again today, and we're so happy to have him. But first, we're going to go to hear from Greg and Lisa Pobchek on some hints on discipleship parenting.
As Catholic parents, our most important job is leading our kids down the path to a godly life. We call this process discipleship parenting, and it involves 3 ingredients.
First, discipling your kids means being intentional about securing time to be together, making regular dates with your kids, and having strong family rituals that give you daily time to pray, work, talk, and play together. By treating family life as your most important activity and planning other activities around it, you make the time you need to instruct your child in the way he should go so he will not depart from it. Discipleship parents know that mentoring works better than lecturing.
Second, discipleship parents practice the art of charitable interpretation. Now, the world tells us that bad behavior is the result of our kids' willfulness, defiance, and disrespect. But our Catholic faith reminds us that even when a person's behavior is bad, the person is still good. Discipleship-based discipline tries to identify the good intentions behind the bad behavior, not to excuse it, but so that we can teach kids godlier ways to meet their needs. Assessing the positive intention behind your child's bad behavior helps you identify the skills your child may be lacking.
Finally, discipleship discipline corrects bad behavior by teaching more appropriate ways to meet the child's needs or intentions. So, for instance, if a child speaks disrespectfully, a parent might identify ways to help a child practice better self-control and develop the vocabulary they need to express feelings respectfully.
Discipleship parenting goes beyond merely correcting or imposing punishments on bad behavior and hope that the good behavior will just spontaneously appear. Instead, it focuses on teaching the skills kids need to be able to glorify God in their words, their actions, their emotions, and their choices.
For more examples of how discipleship discipline can help you raise godly kids, check out our book, Parenting with Grace, the Catholic Parent Guide to Raising Almost Perfect Kids.
Greg and Lisa, thank you so much. Discipleship parenting. Love the terminology, love the teaching. Get the book, learn. We got to apply ourselves to learn. Father, it's always great to see your face. So much teaching today. The Pop Checks, Messy Family Project.
Sure.
We're also coming up on Mother's Day weekend. And family is so close to your heart. We were just speaking about that before you were on. So just your thoughts on everything.
It is. Yeah, I would say I have a big family. I'm one of 27 grandchildren, and I'm number 3. And one of my uncles and aunts has 14 children.
Wow.
And they have 44 grandchildren, I think. So it's always a great, party, if you will, when I go home. I was telling you, that was one of the hardest things for me, is moving away from family when I moved down here. Because as a missionary vocation and coming to be a Franciscan, I was kind of separating myself, from my family. Because and in a sense, in a very real sense, I come down here and I'm a part of other people's families. The majority of my friends, besides living in community, are lay people, are married couples. And that's what the Pop Chats were talking about. That's what our guests were talking about. That's what you were talking about, is the importance of the family. My mom is 2 years cancer-free.
Praise the
Thanks
Lord.
be to God.
Yes.
Just coming up. And she moved out to Colorado to live actually downstairs in the apartment that my brother and Joy, my sister-in-law, set up for her. So she has 3 grandkids now. And so that parenting, I would say parenting is not just about the husband and wife, but it's also grandparents have to be involved too.
Yeah.
Pope Francis has constantly talked about the role of grandparents and how grandparents can bring about a renewal in family life. They can bring, that spark back. And I've seen that in my own brother's life. My brother has a great marriage with him and Joy. They've known each other since they were like 16. I was on their first date. And I was, and I can brag about that.
Sounds like a wild time.
Not
having you on it.
no, I was in the back seat. But Joy was there when Joy's mother died when she was 14 of cancer. So my mother became very close to Joy when my brother and Joy started to date. And so now that my mother lives with them, I mean, you should just see the relationship that they have with one another. It's amazing.
Well,
it's
your
truly
mother is amazing.
Yeah, she just turned 70.
She's beautiful.
Yeah,
and,
she is.
And to battle what she battled with her cancer, what a beautiful witness of faith and commitment and love that she has.
If I can be 1/10 of a sliver of what she has done or what she is, then, please God, I'd be,
Father,
she's amazing.
why don't you close us with a prayer and a blessing, especially as we enter this weekend for refreshment and for Mother's Day weekend.
Sure. Mothers and my own mother, thank you for being such a gift that you are to the world and to the church. Thank you, Mom. May the blessing of Almighty God, the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit come down upon you and remain with you forever. I love you, Mom.
Thank you so much, Father, and hopefully Father's expression is what we all desire for our moms here on earth who've departed to be with the Lord. Maybe mothers where we had a difficult time, that we pray for them and say, Mom, I give you to God. I love you. And may you be blessed all the days of your life here on earth and in the age to come. Have life everlasting. So you're an important part of this family. You're always at home with Jim and Joy. Keep it on EWTN. Bye now.